Welcome to another video from Scottish Watches. This time we have got something that is a bit different coloured than the usual. We've never really reviewed anything that's gold, precious metal or bronze, but we thought we'd start with a belter. This one here is a limited edition from ORIS, just released about a month ago, and we are quite happy and delighted to have on the show the CEO of ORIS himself, Rolf. How are you doing today?
I'm good, Ricky. How are you?
Not too bad. Let's start at the beginning. Why did you guys decide to release this watch? What is the significance of it?
Well, it all started with us wanting to do a series of boutique editions. We had a request from our stores that they wanted a watch just exclusive to themselves. And we were thinking about that and going back and forth and trying to find a right mechanism. And you know, ORIS is about inclusive luxury as opposed to exclusive luxury. So we said, we can't really do a watch that's just for the boutiques. We want to do a watch that everybody, also our trade partners, can sell and have, and that can also be bought over our internet shop, our e-shop. So we expanded our e-shop in a way that our retail partners can sell this watch to their consumers through the e-shop also, and you can purchase it on the e-shop and select your number. So that was the whole mechanism behind it. And then we had a mechanism, we decided about the watch. And we wanted this watch to be something for the real ORIS enthusiasts, something a little bit quirky, not for everybody, but you know, for the people who appreciate our brand. We knew that they would appreciate this watch.
Yes. When I first saw it, I think it was Hodinky or a blog to watch, did a review of it. I thought, wow, that is absolutely stunning. And then when I saw the price of it, I thought, you guys could have charged a lot more money, especially being limited. So no, it is a fantastic piece. Give us a little bit of background then on the history of ORIS for any of our viewers that don't know. You know, where did the company start from? How long has it been going? What is it you guys mainly do?
Yeah, we do watches since 1904. We have been founded in 1904 here in Holstein, in the Waldenburg Valley, in the eastern part of the Jura Mountains, where we still are. As of today, I'm in Holstein right now, and we only make mechanical watches, nothing else than mechanical watches. And we are one of the very few still independent watch companies in Switzerland. So we don't belong to a Swiss group. We are independent financially, but also independent by a state of mind. And that is, I think, what really makes ORIS being fiercely independent.
Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. I had the pleasure of meeting quite a lot of your employees when I was over at Basel last year, and you had the very large exhibition, I don't know what you call it, building within the main hall at Basel, and getting to meet the people, getting to see the watches. It was great. And like you say, you guys have got a different attitude towards things, probably because you're independent. You can do what you like. You don't have to appease the board and all the other guys within the conglomerate. And especially having fun with things. We always believe watches is a hobby and hobbies should be fun. And you guys are the sort of the mascot for that, especially with the bear, the ORIS bear. And we've heard all the stories of the bear going missing at Basel in previous years, things like that. But you also do a lot of work with charities, especially with the oceans. So can you inform the viewers a little bit about that as well?
Yeah, being independent means also taking responsibility. We are responsible for what we do. There's no security net, right? It needs to make sense what we do, and when you go through life with that approach, then very soon you are with environmental issues, and you want to do the right thing also for the environment, and that's where it all started. And now we have a lot of projects to raise funds and also to raise awareness for different topics, from Lake Baikal to restoring coral reefs in Florida or in Australia. And this has become a very important part of our brand, and it comes from taking responsibility, actually.
Mm-hmm. And what are the current range of watches that you guys are obviously promoting just now? Because I've seen the Trilogy collection, the ProPilot X. Is that the mainstays of the collection, or are there other ones as well?
At the moment, we are promoting the Holsten Edition 2020, the start of, I hope, an exciting series of watches coming from Holsten for the ORIS enthusiast. Then a few weeks ago, also in Corona times, we have launched the Diver 6 Momotaro collaboration with Japanese jeans brand Momotaro. There are more things coming this summer, so we are dropping a novelty that we didn't show in Basel every few weeks. So stay tuned. There are a lot of interesting things coming now.
Now, a couple of questions about this watch, because this is obviously why people are here. What was the design philosophy? Why did you guys decide to go for a full bronze? Because I don't think you've done this before, have you?
Well, actually, to our knowledge, nobody in Swiss mechanical watchmaking has done that before. And it came from the thinking of, pushing things to the extreme. We have quite a history making bronze watches. Our Carl Brashear dates. The first Carl Brashear watch was a bronze watch at the very beginning of that bronze hype that we see now. At this time, we included a piece of paper with the watch saying, this watch will change its surface. Don't be surprised, that's a normal process. Now we don't have to do that anymore.
Interesting you say that, because when the watch arrived with us, obviously this is the press piece, so it is a little bit scuffed up and scratched if you're looking at it on a 4K monitor. When it arrived, it's as if the person who had it before us had tried to patina the watch on purpose, because it was bark coloured, it was dark brown, and obviously I've given it a bit of a clean here. This is how easy it is to freshen up. I just used a little bit of lemon juice and gave it a quick clean before obviously we spoke here. But the patina, people like faux patina, they like vintage style stuff, and I think if something adapts to you and it's your personal watch that's been on your journey, it's something a little bit different. Obviously cars are different. If you scratch a car, you repair it, but a watch is on your wrist. It's what accompanies you when you're doing things. So I think that's great. So what's the feedback been like on the watch since release?
It's been great. Our customers, they have gotten used to us using bronze quite a bit. You may know the Big Crown bronze. You may know the bicolor bronze bracelet for Diver 65. And then we said, why not do a full bronze watch? And there was a bit of hesitation, because we all know that you may get a little bit of oxidation on your skin. But people who buy that kind of watch, they are aware of that. And the reaction was very similar to what you just said. People like it that it changes, like it that it looks unusual. And to me, bronze is the epitome of inclusive luxury, as opposed to exclusive luxury where you just want to show off. With a bronze watch, you have an object that's truly yours and that changes with your lifestyle. And it's something that tells your story. And that's what you do in inclusive luxury. You meet people, you talk about things, you talk about your watches, and you talk about why your watch looks like that.
Yeah.
And I think all these things are in this watch. And I think that a lot of the ORIS enthusiasts feel that, and we are happy that it has been so well received.
Good. No, that's fantastic. And this one here, it is limited to 250 pieces, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
And how many are left?
I didn't check today. I just saw that we sold 4 today on the eShop. So there are a very few number of pieces are left. So if you want to have one, get it in the next few days, because afterwards it will be gone.
Now, on the watch itself, can you run through the specification then?
Sure. It's a 43 millimeter bronze case, bronze turnable top ring. You see chronograph, movement to chronograph, stoppers, crown, screw-in crown, all in bronze. You have the bicompax layout that is a tribute to some of the greatest chronographs made in the late 60s, early 70s. That's the emotion we wanted. The case back, you have the famous ORIS Bear that makes its debut on an ORIS watch.
Yeah, that's
Here you see the
fantastic.
bear. We were thinking long and hard if we should put the bear on a watch. But for the Holsten edition, for that watch that's meant for the ORIS enthusiast, we thought that's the right place to do it. And yeah, doesn't it just put a smile on your face when you see that bear on the back of your watch? And that's all it has to do. And if it does that, mission accomplished.
No, most definitely. You were saying this is the first full bronze watch. Were there any complications when you were designing it and testing it, the fact that the bronze is touching other areas of bronze? Because historically that had always been a problem with other brands because the bronze with patina and might stick together. Did you have any problems with that, or did you overcome them?
That wasn't so much a problem, but a problem was with the bracelets, that as bronze is a rather soft material, we couldn't do all parts in bronze. So we had to do the pins in stainless steel. We had to do part of the clasp in stainless steel. And it was quite hard to figure out how much steel was needed to give the stability to the bracelet that it needs, but still keep its looks. And I think we have done a pretty good job. These pins on the links of the bracelet, I think they look very good in stainless steel, and also the clasp in steel doesn't really take away from the look, but it was more complicated than we thought at the beginning.
Everything
mainly
is
because of the bracelet.
Yeah. No, the bracelet looks fantastic, and you've obviously got the right coloured materials in the right places. Was there any issues with the bronze against people's skin? Any discoloration, or is that not an issue either?
Well, we don't really know yet because we just released the watch. We have experience from the Diver 65 bicolor bracelet, and we never had one single complaint.
Brilliant.
And we know that you may get a little bit of oxidation in your skin, one shower, and it's gone again. By now, we believe that people know that, and if you don't like that, you're not going to buy this watch. But of course, this is not a watch for anyone, but for someone who truly appreciates the material of bronze. So I think these people will know, and if they get a little oxidation on the skin, they don't care that much.
Well, if this year has taught us anything, it is we should be washing more often. So that's a good sign. Well done, ORIS. Now, you've mentioned it's full bronze with a couple of parts of stainless steel, but the thing you haven't mentioned yet is if you look at the dial, and if I start to turn the dial round, it starts to really pick up the light. Now, what's the dial made of?
Brass, actually. It's a sunbrush finish on the dial, and that's why you have these different reflections in the dial. And then what you also have is that very heavily domed sapphire that breaks the light differently depending on how it touches the watch. And these two things together, they really make the dial pop and play with the light very beautifully, as you can see now under your lamp and in sunlight. Personally, I think it's even better.
No, that's fantastic. Well, it's definitely been a surprise hit. We didn't expect you guys to bring out something like this. We obviously work a lot with Dave Sharp. He's been instrumental with Scottish Watches since the beginning, and he's one of your biggest fans. He's always constantly talking about what you guys are up to. And you've done special editions as well with Red Bar in the past.
Oh, yeah. People from Red Bar really are close friends to us and have been for a long time. And yes, that's true. I think it's almost a little bit more than 2 years ago now that we made a watch for them to celebrate their first global gathering in Las Vegas at the Couture Show. Diver 65, 40 millimeters with a beautiful red dial. And I always have to joke with Adam that if I had known how beautiful that watch would have turned out, I would have wanted to make a non-limited edition with it. But now it's 100 pieces for Red Bar, and you see it on Instagram very often. Beautiful watch, and a nice token of our appreciation for our friends at Red Bar.
No, that's great. Now, before we finish up, is there anything you can let us know about that might be coming soon from ORIS? Or is everything hush-hush just now?
Well, 2020 would have been a great year of releases at Basel if Basel would have happened. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't happen, so we drop things, and we have a very big thing coming in the fourth quarter that I think will put ORIS in a different place again on the map. So stay tuned. If you like mechanical watches, you will love what we will bring out in that next few months to come. And yeah, thank you, Ricky, for your enthusiasm. Thanks everybody out there for liking what we do. Mechanical watches, it's a great hobby. I'm very fortunate to be able to live my hobby, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I do what we do at ORIS.
That's brilliant. Well, listen, thank you very much. I know you're a very busy man and you're about to head off for a few days, so we really appreciate it. And if people want to check out ORIS, what are the details?
Sure. It's oris.ch and it's ORIS on Instagram.
Well, Rolf, thank you very much for spending the time with us, and good luck in the future, and be sure to let us know about the new releases later on in the year.
Sure. Thank you, Ricky. Bye-bye.